voting their next member of parliament. In this constituency, we know that Kiamba people are peaceful people, and we are calling devoid of any situations that could provoke wananchi into violence. We know Kiamba people will pull through the day, and we have a lot of confidence that the IEBC will do what is right to be done. We have seen a lot of circulations on social media, which I do not think I need to address, purporting that people are taking ballots. We would ask voters to ignore such malicious circulations and many other allegations that are being circulated. We know that the Kiamba constituency voters will turn out in large numbers to exercise their right tomorrow to vote in their candidate of choice. And today is not a campaign day, so we will allow them to exercise that right. We note that there are many women. There are over 96,000 registered voters in Kiamba constituency. We have women, we have old people holding many votes. It will be respectable, it will be correct to allow all voters of all classes and categories to walk in peacefully, without coercion, without disturbance, without voter bribery, to come in and exercise their rights. And we will accept the verdict of the people of Kiamba. So thank you, and we hope to continue addressing and raising any issues of concern. But maybe in finishing, let me say this. We have noticed police barriers being erected in different places. We do not understand why that has suddenly, turn of events has allowed this to happen. This looks like a trend we noticed in Rurie, when in the morning of the voting day, many police officers used barricades, questioning people, a situation that is not attendant to a normal day in Kiamba. We request you, there is no one fighting in Kiamba. Tafadhali sana, don't bring in unnecessary aggression or unnecessary kuchokoza watu. Usichokoze watu wa Kiamba tafadhali. Remove those police barriers, allow people to walk freely to the polling centers and to exercise their right to vote. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've had very fruitful discussion with the returning officer, who happens to be the accounting officer for this election. He's a person who is solely responsible, according to the law, for any irregularity that may arise tomorrow. We've addressed our concerns mainly around 4 areas that pertain to IEBC. So from here we are proceeding to Karori Police Station, where we welcome members of the media, because we could not address the issues that we feel relate to the police, to the returning officer. Although legally we are protected by the law under the IEBC. So tomorrow we belong to the IEBC. Notwithstanding, we will proceed from here to the police station, have a meeting with the OCS, understand the deployment architecture surrounding the election tomorrow, and so that the concerns that we have that could not be fully answered by the returning officer can be answered. Primarily, as regards to IEBC, we've raised concern about the possibility that recruitment of presiding officers and clerks was not done fairly. The returning officer has assured us that once recruitment was done, the actual deployment to the polling centers was completely random and done by himself. You know, if there's a problem, it is him who will go to jail as a person. And for now, we are satisfied with that. We've raised with him the possibility that chiefs and their assistants will be used as POs and clerks. And again, he has assured us that there are no such plans and everything was done above board, and that recruitment data was sent to register of political parties to ascertain about the affiliation status of such POs and clerks. And again, for now, because we are a peace-loving party, we want to take that at face value and give them the benefits of doubt. More seriously, we have raised the issue of allegations we have received, which we believe to be very credible, that members of the National Intelligence Service are going to be used as agents for the Jubilee Party. And there's nothing we can do about that as long as they are voters and they satisfy all the criteria for that. But what's concerning is that we understand that such NIS officers will be armed and therefore will intimidate other agents within the polling stations. So the returning officer has undertaken to put in protocols that are going to check on that. And again, this is an issue that we are going to raise with the police and the security agencies because we find it very, very, very disturbing. Further, we have received reports that whereas all politicians have been asked to keep off polling centers as required by the law, an instruction which we as UDA party plan to adhere to fully. We understand that the Jubilee Party is going to swarm polling centers with politicians who are being accredited as observers. The returning officer has told us that the process of accrediting observers is above the polling center, the constituency level. And this afternoon we are going to put it in writing to Mr. Wafula Chebukati and actually meet Wafula Chebukati this afternoon to address this very serious issue. And again, we are going to invite members of the media to join us in such a meeting because we find that that allegation is actually very, very serious. So basically those are the issues. We have got serious concerns about the ability of our agents to access the polling centers. We are heading to the police to address them there. We are doing all this because we believe in the interest of a fair election. We don't want anything over and above a free, fair, credible, and verifiable election. That's all we want. And so we have agreed with the IEBC. It is in both our interest. Because we believe we are the winning party. It is both in our interest and their interest. And I believe in the interest of the police, ultimately, to be able to work together and ensure that we have got a free and fair election. So we are going to continue raising these issues and we are going to leave no stone unturned until all the cobwebs that may surround this election are actually clear.
This question of NIS being armed, is it a new law or they are always armed? Or the ones who are coming here will be armed?
It is not in our purview to determine whether NIS will be armed or not. It is within our purview that no one, whether NIS or not, does not enter a polling station armed. That's what the law says.
But the information you have is that they might come armed.
Correct, that is correct. Kuna maswali ingine wangu na tukutane kauli police station.